Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Project Zero 3, post-recording version, because I was an idiot and deleted the freaking goddamn Audacity recording for some reason, instead of saving it. Now, let's try to remember how my commentary went. At this point in time, if I recall, I was like, listen to that creepy-ass sound. Like, listen, there's a child counting to 10. Wait for it. Any second. Come on! Or maybe I was doing something else at the time, I can't remember. There it is, you can hear it too. I was actually looking through stuff as well, and I see. Can't believe it, man. The voices behind the wall in the storage space under the stairs was a small locked door. Low mournful moaning was coming from inside. What could be in there? 6. You know, it's weird, isn't it? You could have a child say anything. Just have a creepy ass type of ambient music playing, and it's creepy as fuck. 10. Commentary, man, it's all lost, man. I can't remember a lot of it. I was like acting like a complete idiot the whole time, so I don't know if it's really much of a loss anyway. I was more like, oh man, I don't know about this, man. There's probably Death Eaters on the other side. There's just strolling around, you know, like you do in haunted houses. Minding my own business. When suddenly, I took out my camera, kind of like looked around the corner, and was like, hey, it's that woman again. I didn't realize it was that woman again until I approached, though. I didn't actually state that when I was recording, but that's how I was thinking at that time. It's like, oh, picture. Then once I approached, like, oh, it's you. Just like, okay. Examine the area. Like, do you want another picture taken? I called up, but there was no reply. A notebook or something is lying at the feet of the crouching woman. Burnt passport. Surname Takagawa, given name Yoshi, nationality Japan, registered Shizuoka, whatever. It has been badly scorched, but I can just make out the thin traces of writing. Yoshino Takagawa, could this be her name? Then it's like, what do I do now? So it's like, I've got to check every single note, every single time. The woman on the film in the camera obscura whom I saw running lost through the dream manor. I apparently didn't read quite as fast in the original recording. Her name was written in the jarred passport that fell at her feet. Yoshino Takagawa. Does such a person really exist? Well, I imagine there is someone in the world with that exact name. Then I always like discovering that select is actually the pause button.
You should wake up. Please help me. Please wake me up. I didn't do anything wrong.
And then you woke up again. You know what? I bet someone in this world, as a tribute to this game, has gotten that tattoo. And they are one crazy motherfucker for doing that. Because can you imagine them waking up and they feel a pain in their arm or something like that, or over their body? Wake up from a nightmare and they look at their shoulder like, ah! But basically, when I was pressing the select button, I remember where I was now. I was like, remember in Project Zero 2 and Project Zero 1, I think in all of them really, if you like go on the pause menu after a while, creepy ass faces show up to just throw you off. The pain flared up again after my dream of the empty house. It's the vision I had that day and I keep seeing the house in my dreams. The pain I felt when the tattooed woman touched me. The bruise. The dream, the house, are they connected to you somehow, or am I just tired? I think I commented on, like, just like, how would this all be connected to that? But I think that was when she was like, I can't remember. She was going on about, like, just like, could it be because of the accident or something? Maybe I said that in a previous spot, I don't know. And I was just like, that. In a way, I can see your point and all, but it doesn't make sense. What the hell's a tattooed woman got to do with that? She's never been a tidy person, as you can see. Fit right in with the Sims then, won't you? I'm not gonna add you to the Sims, though. I said a similar thing last year about Miku. They pretty much are actually Sim versions of them. I was surprised by that, honestly, and it's like, of all the video game characters, Project Zero characters have surprisingly got quite a few Sims. On about the Sims2.com, if I recall. Then you just discovered Miku's not here. So I'm just looking around, and I didn't notice the note at first because I'm a complete idiot. So it's like, maybe she's in a room. But of course, you can't access her room just yet. She actually isn't in. I had to check the note, but I was too stupid to check it straight away. Man, post-commentary sucks. I prefer the freaking comment on it as I'm actually playing the game rather than watching me play the game, you know? It seemed kind of weird. The commentary was much more interested, I imagine. I just can't remember most of it. A note has been left there. Dear Ray, I've gone out for some research on the woman from the other day. I'll be back later this evening. Make sure you eat breakfast, okay? Miku. In addition, the breakfast of perfectly made rice bowls has been prepared. Which you can't eat, because you can't click on it. It's rather silly, really. The cat's still on the sofa there. See? Can't click on anything there. Then the phone rings. Because of course.
Hello?
Ray, it's Miku.
And then the voice acting stops right by here. I was able to get the name and address of the woman in the photo. And, no, I think I was going on about that. Then it's like, what, no voice acting now? Which is why there's an awkward pause there. Yoshino Takegawa. She's the only survivor of a plane crash that happened the other day. I knew I had seen her before. It all came together when I asked one of the editors. It seems that she's still being hospitalized. I'll tell you the location of the hospital. Yoshino Takegawa. The woman from the manor. You know, I think Project Zero 4, I think it never got an English release, so I never got to play it. I think it takes place in the hospital, so like, of the original 3, this is the
I heard from the hospital.
only
She's
time
been asleep for a long time.
that you visit hospital in these games.
Wake her.
And it's only in cutscene as well. It's like Silent Hill can't go a game without a hospital. Project Zero goes most of its series without that. Well, it'd be kind of odd, really, wouldn't it? I mean, they usually take place in creepy-ass mansions, villages, and all that. So, it's a cliché in its own way, but not the hospital-type cliché. Ooh, tattoos, eyes open. Then dramatic camera angles. You know, they've always gotta wait a while before they reveal that she's gone. So what would it look like if you hadn't turned your back for a second there? No, I really would be interested in hearing how she explained that to the doctors, or if she just ran out without telling doctors, and what the doctor's reaction to that was. Just like, what the fuck happened? There was a patient here.
Did you go to the hospital? Mm-hmm.
Was there any point to that scene, now that I think about it? The female survivor. And then I commented saying, well, not anymore, she isn't. Poor bastard. It's always the case, though. You find out about someone, and then you can finally, like, try to save them. And at that point, that seems to be when they just freaking die. Because Shino Takagawa, it's definitely the same woman I saw in the Dream Manor. And I was probably commenting on something else, but I can't remember what it was. It's the trouble with this man recording, I ramble on a lot. Sole survivor of a plane crash who slept constantly in hospital after the accident until the day she disappeared in front of my eyes. A blue pattern appeared on her body the instant before she vanished. What was it? Is she connected to the woman in my dream? And if so, what exactly? I said right after that. There's like, I wonder if Miku's still awake. Let's go check. So I walked ever so slowly towards the stairs. Then I took out my camera just to check, and she was in fact down there. So it's like, I just used my camera to look around because my eyes are crap. Terrible camera
Really?
angles
Are you
anyway.
having trouble sleeping?
I wonder what happened to her. They just said she disappeared on TV. Ray, you saw her just before it happened, but do you happen to know something about her? And then she literally says nothing. Just like, nothing. I kept trying to press X, all sorts of buttons, different angles. Nothing. Absolute nothing. I was walking on the spot. It's like, I'm not going to answer your question. I'm just going to go back to bed. Go back to the manner of sleep and all that. And, probably piss the bed or something. Seriously though, they have nothing on the bed. Seriously though, even without the creepy ass ghosts and all that shit, place is still creepy as fuck. Maybe it's just because it's really old. Then I was just like, let's look around, see if there's any items over here for once. Spoiler, there wasn't. There was absolutely nothing over there. Man, can you think how much dust must be in this place? Still nothing with the cloth. Spoiler again, there's nothing on either side of those. There is something over there, but I don't think I got it. Because I couldn't get over there, because you can't actually get it from there. It's another hallway, pretty much, as you're about to see here. There are bars in the wall by my feet, and cold air is blowing in from the other side. Looks like there's another corridor like this one on the other side of the wall. But I couldn't get there. Or maybe I did without realizing it. Just like that, just walk around these creepy ass camera angles. Slowly open doors. There's like, you gotta be really... Well, actually, I was doing this because I was like, what if a ghost randomly appears? You know, the ones that disappear after a few seconds. You gotta take a picture, get some points and stuff. So I was being a bit careful. I was trying to pick this freaking thing up, but it took a while. Some good old herbal medicine. Which I haven't even used any of yet. That's because I actually got pretty good at using the camera quite quickly, surprisingly. I'm still absolutely crap at switching to it when it needs to, though. But at least I can combo shot the shit out of them. Nothing but dust. Can you imagine if one of those floorboards just broke? Accident waiting to happen, man. Slowly, we open the door. And of course, always gotta be in fine mode because, well, it's better than just dealing with the really awkward camera angles. And then I was like, huh, what's all this? And there's like, what's that? You know, actually, now that I think about it, maybe that's the hallway that has that item that we couldn't reach. It's like, what on earth is that? It's hard to see, really, but I can see shadows there now that I'm really looking at it. You can see, like, figures. Shadowy figures, and then, like, later on when we see them again, a bit close up, I was just like, it's the Death Eaters! Oh no! I mean, look at them, man. You can see them on the right there. A little. I'm not really focused on them because I haven't really noticed them at this point up close. There's like, holy shit, that's creepy. They really are, man. They look like Death Eaters. Or maybe Dementors, actually, now that I think about it. I can't remember what they were drawn to. Were they drawn to negative kind of emotions? If so, no wonder why she's surrounded by them, but that's not what they are. There was something else I remember that I didn't say, but thought maybe after the recording, because I usually like do that. It's like, oh, I could have said this or that when I was recording that, and I've already forgotten what it is. I was just thinking about it a few seconds ago, and it's already gone. Oh yeah, I was randomly thinking, just like, you know, with like Harry Potter and all that, and they're always like, he who must not be named. Can you imagine someone using that as like a joke, just like, he who must not be named? Every time someone says him, just like, no, he who must not be named, you shall not say his name. And you're just like, why not? Is it, are you really that scared by the guy? No, it's to avoid copyright, you tit. Then the ghost girl showed up, the daughter, and was just like, oh shit, I don't like fighting in these freaking hallways. It's really difficult, you come out of the damn walls. Gotta go to an open area. And I thought this room totally does not do it. This space here it totally does, though I can see a bit better, but at the same time it's not really all that great. I can't really see everything. I think I even get attacked right there. I mean, where the hell did she appear from? The ground? I was getting used to the combo shots there, as you can see. And I screwed up on the third one now. I get a little better at it throughout the video, because I think I battle more than just this ghost in this part. So you get a lot of ghosts. I'm actually careful at using the camera in this game, unlike the first one, where the camera controls and the ghosts were much more awkward. That was a terrible shot. See how much easier it is when you actually use those type of shots? Never used those in the first one for the most part because the ghosts were too damn fast. By the time you tried to actually go for it, they were already around your damn neck. I mean, they may not look as scary as the ones in Project Zero 2 and 3, but my god, they're a lot faster. That and the whole grabbing you even when you go through doors was absolute bullshit. Could you imagine in this game where they freaking take their damn time opening doors? I think they did that in the original one anyway. I mean, to be fair, I mean, who wouldn't be reluctant to open the door in this place? Like, fuck, I'm not going for that. And then over here, we find our good old trusty Type 14. Doll is still on the floor, of course. And me always checking everything, because you never know, man. There's a point in this video where I come across Type 61, I think, film. It's like, oh, that doesn't sound pleasant, that sound, and then it just stopped. And I was like, what the fuck was that all about? Wait, and I was like, oh, that's when I started saying, it's like, Death Eaters! Look how freaky that is, man. So like, I don't know, man. They just went through that door. I'd be reluctant to open that door as well. In fact, I wouldn't open that door. My curiosity would probably just be like, So I was like, you know, screw the Death Eaters, let's actually go do some exploring, and I was rewarded for doing so. There is a stone slate on the door and several stones are inlaid. Perhaps it is a conveyance to unlock it. You tried, but it won't open. It's obviously a puzzle. There is a minute script engraved on the stone slab. Engraved in the pedestal, the same numbers of bones as are engraved on the sleeping stone. Looks like there's something inside. It's like 1261, woo! But I don't think there was anything else up there. But I checked anyway, because you never can be too sure. Just chests and chests and chests and dust and dust and dust. You know, recording is one thing, but post-recording is just, oh, blah, 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 blah. You know, another thing, actually, this isn't like anything that I commented on in the recording itself originally, but was something I was thinking about earlier. I woke up from an entire freaking afternoon and evening's worth of freaking vivid nightmares, and you know what I immediately thought about? I was like, I remember yesterday I was recording for this, and the first part I recorded, I mentioned like that, just like, oh, karma on my ass right there. It wasn't about this game, but still vivid nightmares. I hate those damn freaking nightmares. They suck. Makes you wake up and feel like you haven't rested at all. The worst thing about it is when you wake up from a nightmare, instead of just be like, oh, I ain't going back to sleep, your body is just like, I have no energy, I'm drifting back to sleep. It's like, no, must wake up. It's horrible, horrible feeling. It's like being in a freaking coma, I imagine. I was literally up till maybe 7 or 8 editing for this, and I was like, my god, I woke up at like freaking 10 the other day, didn't I? So I was up nearly 24 hours. Just like, let's have a look around here. Like, okay, so what's that all about? Not sure if I even got to check it, actually, now that I think about it. I was like, oh, and then I remembered Project Zero One the previous year. I was like, why do I always make these stupid mistakes? I was like, that's a freaking wall, dumbass, not a freaking hallway. Just because the colors just throw you off and all that. No excuses. It's like in the first game last year when I was like, I can't freaking get through this door. Not realizing that it was a freaking closet. Man. So lacking in color. That ass. Seriously though, that ass. It's always right up in your face the entire game. Is that ass. It's like, what's that? In the closet? Creepy! It's a doll. Staring. But then it disappears. Oh, could be a very, 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 very small person. What, they just fall over? It's like, oh, well, if it was just a doll after all, and then suddenly... Oh, hello there. When the hell did you get there? Then it's like, we are the Death Eaters. They're like, ah! Spooky, spooky, spooky. There's like, really? We doing this? We fighting Death Eaters. And honestly, like with the battle with the other ghost previously, it's like, what? Why aren't they, like, some of them were going down fast, and I was like, are they respawning? Because I couldn't tell if I was defeating them or not, because I couldn't get a freaking fatal frame or a shutter chance or anything on these ghosts. I was just like, what the hell? I thought they were invincible temporarily, but no, you just got to attack them as best as you can. But I hadn't realized that yet, because I was still in the midst of trying to figure out how to get a freaking fail frame on these bastards, which I think is possible, but I don't think with our current camera, I'm not sure if it is. Look how fast they went down. That's just one shot. These Death Eaters are weak as shit. Lucius, you've been slacking. Well, that one was able to, like, endure it a little. That's because it didn't have a free shot in one kind of attack. J-Pack. And again, I was like, why can't I get a shutter chance? Fatal frame, nothing. I'm pretty sure it's possible to get a fatal frame on every single ghost, though. So I don't think these guys would be any exception to that. They're not very strong, are they? Not particularly durable. It's like, is there anyone else? No. It's like, okay then. Then she got up and looking around and it's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh shit, she wants to play tag! It's like, okay, I kind of knew this would happen, but why are you attacking me? You trapped here for eternity like freaking corpse party bullshit or what? See that, man? 3 shots in 1. That's just freaking awesome. Couldn't get a 4th shot in now. Combo shots make everything easy, man, don't they? Except when you can't even use one of those. Boobs. She wants your boobs. Well, that's not creepy or anything. Ever noticed that in Japanese horror and all that, or Asian horror in general, really, when they have a ghost appear, but don't freaking make a dramatic sound effect, so it becomes very subtle. If you're not paying attention, you might overlook it, but when you notice it, it's like, holy shit, when you see it, you will shit bricks. Rather than just like, oh, the sound effects get me more than the ghost, you know? If the ghost is just there, but the sound effect isn't, and you notice it, you're just like, what the fuck? You could have at least made your presence known. Jesus Christ. But, like, you always see then horror movies where there are, like, ghosts involved, and it's always that stupid, dramatic for no reason, just like, looking around, just like, and then, like, someone places a hand on someone's shoulder and, like, creepy freaking sound effect. Just like, are you okay? It's like, oh, come on, man. That's just pointless jump scare for no reason. Why'd you do that? I saw the bruise clearly when I woke. The pain is worse than yesterday, but the bruise is spreading and spreading. Bruise, you know how I had a bruise like this before she vanished. She was in the dream too. Was she having these same dreams? The bruise, the dreams, what do they mean? They mean you are in deep shit. There's like, okay, I think that'll do. I got like an entire disc recorded, so like 4 parts. So I just call it a part. And a recording in general. So I don't think that normal difficulty will be all that tough, except the final boss. I know that one's gonna be a pain in the ass, regardless of what difficulty I'd be playing it on. Well, anyways, a few seconds left, and I shall see you... Well, I might as well just say it. See you next time, viewers. See you next time.